Hi friends, and welcome to my channel where we encourage each other to be better and do good. Today we're going to be talking about looking out for number one. Well, this past week was an odd week, wasn't it? I mean, it was kind of weird, especially if you lived along the eastern seaboard or down in the southeastern United States. I mean, with the shutdown of the Colonial Pipeline, the gas supply line being shut down for a couple of days, that kind of, put us all in a little bit of a tiz. And there were some people who were, listen. I rode by gas stations and cars were lined up like 12, 14 deep waiting to get gas. And I'm like, whoa, there's never that many people who regularly need gas all on the same day. You just don't ever, you see 4 or 5 cars, 5 or 6 cars, not 12, 13, 14 cars lined up. But you see, they were looking out for number one. I don't know how many of you have seen this particular photo. I saw it several times last week on social media. Maybe you've seen it on the internet. I've seen several different versions of it and with different captions. And listen, I have no idea if it's an actual real photo from an event of last week or not. It's probably not, but the idea is there, isn't it? That there were people who were getting more gas than they needed. There were people who were getting gas when they really didn't need gas. I mean, it was just barely awful full on their needle, but boy, they needed to get some gas. Or maybe there were people who actually filled up, like the social media was saying, with bags of gas and cans of gas. Actually, my neighbor said he and his wife were over at Walmart one evening last week, and they saw people standing in line at the checkout at Walmart buying gasoline cans, the kind you fill up for your lawnmower. And he says, yeah, they were lined up 10 or 12 deep buying gasoline cans, so they of course could go to the gas station and buy more gas to put in those cans. Weird. Wow, I don't get it. I do, but it's a subject for a different video, and that's because we do things because we are afraid things might happen. But different video coming up. All right, but listen. Here's the thing. These people were all looking out for number one. When I was young, and I know, okay, that was a long time ago, and there have been a lot of people who have been young and grown up and gotten old since the days that I was young. I know that, I realize that. However, when I was young, one of the things I was taught was, what we call the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, I know you're going to say, Alan, you were probably taught that in church. Yes, I was. I was taught that in church. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But do you know where I was also taught that? In school. Yes, I'm so thankful that the United States of America, in the time that I was little and young and growing up, taught respect for other people in school. They taught us to treat others the way you would want them to treat you. Treat others as you would want to be treated. And do you know where else I also learned and was taught that ideal and that principle? At home. I am so wonderfully thankful and eternally thankful and blessed that I have such wonderful parents. And they were parents who taught me and my siblings at a very young age certain principles. And one of those principles was exactly this. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat other people the way you would like them to treat you. However, I think there are a number of people in our culture today, in our world today, in our society, maybe in your circle of influence, in your circle of family or friends, who maybe, just were not taught that principle. Maybe they were taught it, but they forgot it. Maybe they just never really learned it, even though they tried to teach it. And there are people who were actually taught the opposite of that principle. I remember one occasion years ago being at a party, and it was really a party for kids, but families were there. And one of the things that they had was a piñata. You know, the piñata was swinging up here, and the kids were taking turns with the stick, whacking at that piñata, trying to bust it open, so because it was filled with candy, of course. And they would take turns whacking at it. Well, finally, you know, one kid gets there with the final whack, and that piñata flies open and bursts forth, and all the candy falls out. And there was one dad there who was yelling at his kids, "Get in there and get the best candy first. Don't let the other kids get it." I realize, you see, because of that experience, that there are some who were kids then who are grown now who were taught, look out for number one. Now, listen. There is nothing wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with looking out for number one. We all have to be responsible for ourselves and responsible for our family. So yes, we need to look out for number one. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to be responsible in caring for ourselves. However, where I think it gets, questionable is when we look out for number one to the detriment of 2, 3, 4, 5, and on down the line. When we're sitting in the line at the gas station and we've got not only getting gas to put in our car, even though we maybe don't really need it, but maybe we've got the wife and the kids lined up with all the other cars, or maybe just like that couple in that picture, we're filling up gas, 30 gas tanks full, gas cans full. We're getting enough gas for the next 6 months, because we're taking care of number one, and we really don't care if 2, 3, 4, and 5 get enough gas for their cars or not. I think that's where we cross the line. And I want to encourage all of us. I want to encourage, if you're one who looks out for number one to the detriment of 2, 3, and 4, just think about maybe do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now I also think that a lot of people who watch this channel, you are those people who believe in that concept and practice it as best we can daily of treating others the way you would want them to treat you. And I know that we try and sometimes we slip up, but I want to encourage you, I want to tell you and motivate you by saying, you're doing the right thing. Keep it up. You're doing the right thing. You're practicing the right ideal, treating others the way you would want to be treated. So keep that up. Keep going with it every day. Even though it seems like some people may not appreciate it, you are doing the right thing. There's another guy on YouTube that I watch quite a lot. His name's Kyle. His channel is called View from the Cheap Seat. So if you get a chance, look it up. He does videos about travel and theme parks and a lot of stuff about Halloween and those sorts of things. Has some really cool videos. View from the Cheap Seats. But one thing that Kyle almost always does, maybe always does, but I watch a lot of his videos, can't say I've seen all of them, but one thing he does as he closes is he thanks you for watching, as I do, but he also concludes by saying, and remember, treat others the way you want to be treated. And I just think that's so cool. I love that sentiment. I love that he closes his videos by saying, remember, treat others the way you want to be treated. And I almost thought about taking that idea and putting it at the end of all my videos, but I want to treat Kyle the way he would want to be treated, so I don't want to just steal his stuff and put it into mine, because I don't think he would like that, but I do like that sentiment. So I'm going to close here with encouraging you, hey, if you've kind of fallen into the idea of forgetting that or not practicing that, try to go back and start thinking of, hey, yeah, be responsible, look out for number one, but remember there's 2, 3, 4, and 5 behind you. Take care of them as well. And if you're the one who does try to practice that every day, let me encourage you to keep it up. You're doing the right thing. So remember, treat others the way you want to be treated. Oops, okay, I stole that from Kyle, but this is the only time I'll do it. All right, I did hopefully get away with it. Kyle, if you're watching, got a great idea from you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you you enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching. Please go down below, click that thumbs up, give it a like. That means a lot to me and it means a lot to YouTube. Share it with your family and friends so we can get these messages out to a larger group of people. And hey, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Videos come out every week, others kind of, sifted in between, and we have a great year ahead of us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.